Hello folks, this has gone Spy, the Spy, and we're coming back to you live for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And now we're just coming to you live back into since the last episode, that me and Johnny and Mission ran into the Dark Jedi that were sent to kill me and that learned about my escape from terrorists. So there was a datapad among the bodies, so let's see what the datapad shows, what they know. Before I can find it. Okay, here it is. It contains the descriptions of the details of me and Bastila, and also has a brief message. Bastila has escaped terrorists. Whoever can find and dispose of her and her Jedi companion will be greatly rewarded. Courtesy from Lord Malak himself. Apparently they've learned about our escape from terrorists, and these Dark Jedis were sent to try to kill us. Alright, guys, you're dismissed for now. Alright, Johnny, Bastila Kenders will be coming along with me since we're getting near to the cantina. And from the looks of things, I say that she's not making anything pleasant in the cantina than it already is. Alright, this is the place. Alright. This canteen doesn't look like much. And that, folks, is what Jawa looks like. So now, let's see if we can find her. Helen? There she is.
Ben? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Heard what?
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. That is part of the reason why I was looking for him.
He's dead?
What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way?
Buzz off? Look, my mother is long dead, if you must know.
Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say.
Just answer a question.
Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for Krayt Dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a Krayt Dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Oh, don't be insulted. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
See why she doesn't talk very much?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the tagline. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
Let's ask you a few questions, Miss Sheen. Why didn't you get the holocron yourself, Miss Helen?
As my daughter is quick to point out, I haven't the coin to hire another expedition. Nor am I the adventurer my husband was.
What about your mother's sickness?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Oh. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Vera asked Bastila about what she really wanted to do with the holocron.
Well, fresh face for the game. I wonder, would you care to play? My name is Furco Ellis. My vice is Bizak.
I've heard of you. The alien assault player from the Hunter Lounge told me about you. Okay, let's talk of Basak.
Ah, very good. Would you care to wager on a game?
I'll play. What's the wager?
Well, since you have never beaten me, we'll make this for a paltry 50 credits. No bargaining now.
This is the first time I met you, dumbass.
To be fair, I'll use my practice deck as well. I don't want to scare you off, you understand.
Let's go.
Haha, very good. Now, don't worry if I beat you too harshly. It is a learning experience.
If your alien friend couldn't make it much of a point back in the lounge, I doubt you'd be able to pose a problem. Now let's get this game started. That's how you play a card. Alrighty, come on. Oh well, no pain, no game. Keep it coming, dumbass. I'm going to win big time here. Damn it. Okay. Beat that.
Would you like to have another round of Bazak? I mean, I don't want to say that it was beginner's luck, but you should play again to truly get a feel for the game.
I'll play. What's the wager?
You have some rudimentary skills. I think I'll use my second best deck this time and up the stakes. 200 credits will be the wager. I trust you will have the money on hand.
You're on. Let's have it.
You won't be so eager in a moment, I promise you.
I'm pretty sure you may provide more. Your second deck may provide more for challenge than your first practice deck. Booyah. brass hand here. Alright. All for one. What? No! God damn it. Alright. Alright. Damn it.
Would you like to have another round of Pizzazz? I don't want to say that your single win was a fluke. Perhaps you'd like to play again.
I'll wager.
200 credits will...
I can't pay that.
Is... Ah, you... I don't want to say that you... Ah, I'm sure you... Really, you'll have to...
You must have an opinion about what happened on Terrace.
Must I? An opinion would draw attention to myself. The Sith have sharp on what happens to things that draw their attention.
Alright, let's talk about Basalt.
Very... You... 200 credits will be... All right.
Believe me, I would if I could, asshole. But unfortunately... Down to my 9 credits. This is freaking beautiful. That weed that are taken, are you, wait a minute, are some of your people missing? It seems to me that some of their people were taken. That's weird.
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. Usually it's some kid wondering what my old racing days were like. I was back on Taris. Seems like...
I want to ask you a few questions if you have the time.
I'm not sure what I have that you would be interested in. I'm just an old schmoop jock that doesn't have the head for it anymore.
I want to talk about you in the racing.
Ah, something I know. Well, something I used to know. My racing days are behind me. Gandalf is the name.
Is this the best place for racing?
The best place to race is wherever the track treats you sweet and your times are golden. It's that simple. You get hung up on any one track and you'll end up like me. My favorite stop was Taris. Always look forward to going back. Now, I don't want to touch my bike at all. Maybe I wasn't in the winter circle lately when I still race for sport, you know?
What made Terrace any different than here?
A woman? Well, I never won on Taris, but it was always the first stop on the circuit and last if I could help it. It doesn't matter now. You can't ask for more certain closure than the whole planet being gone. Poof, boom, gone.
How long have you been racing before you retired?
Oh, well, past my prime by any measure. I started late, too. Not like the kids out there now. Some of them are too young.
Why do you think that?
It's a cutthroat business. I've seen some of them burn out after a year. They get dangerous and don't live long. That's not everyone, of course, but it happens. I'm a has-been, I'll admit. But dying while you're on top is still dying. I'll pass.
What can you tell me about the other racers?
I don't really talk to any of them. I know Zara's from the circuit, and we couldn't ask for a tougher lady. She's smart, too. I don't know the younger guys, but I've been watching Nico. Good to see someone doing it for the love of the race.
What makes him any different than the others?
I don't know, but some people just have something that lets the bike take them. It's like the air stops pushing back. That's an old track thing, you know, when the wind decides to stop fighting. I used to have that.
Let's go back to my first question, Soul Timer.
All right, then.
I'm looking for something on this planet. Who knows this planet best?
Ask me again in a few years, and it'll be me. I'm probably not going back out on the circuit. There is one. But for now, I don't know any more than the next guy. Well, you should try the locals. Jawas, maybe. Funny little guy.
Thank you. I have to leave. Goodbye.
Keep safe. Yep. Seems like tough times are coming.
And folks, if you're asking if I'm going to be swoop racing in the X, sorry, but the racing time was the time of back at Terrace when the planet was still there. So no, folks, I'm not going to be getting this swoop racing anytime soon. I'm not planning to start now. Sorry, folks. You're just going to have to make do and be grateful of what and be proud of what I have been doing here.
How can I help?
Do you want to talk?
About my mother? I'm unsure. I seem to find it difficult to remain objective when it comes to her. I find that disturbing.
Why didn't you ask her about her sickness?
I have my doubts as to whether she's actually sick.
Why would she even write about that?
Mother used to lie about many things to get her way. She's a selfish woman who pushed my father into doing what she wished.
You sound bitter when you say that.
Yes, I thought I'd let go of that anger. All my training and it comes back so quickly. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's keep going.
Alright, but I don't think we're finished yet.
About my mother? I'm unsure. I seem to find it difficult to remain objective when it comes to her. I find that disturbing.
You don't think that we should look for the holocron?
We have more important things to do. Still, my father is dead. Just because we find the holocron doesn't mean I have to give it to her.
Why do you think that she wants it so badly if you think that she's a selfish woman?
Father recorded all his personal thoughts in that holocron even when I knew him. Having it would be like having him with you. I don't see why she deserves it, however. She drove him to his death. I loved him, and I didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
I'm sorry, but you think you should keep it for yourself?
I don't know. Part of me would keep it just so she didn't get it. I don't like that part of me. I would have thought my Jedi training would have put me past this kind of pettiness. I really don't want to think about this. Please, let's just keep going.
Alright, but I'll ask you about that later. Now, we need to find a Fairy Fans Protocol Droid. The locals back at the Circa Corporation office said that, but I have a feeling that if we happen to find that Protocol Droid, we may have to pay it off. So in other words, I'm going to need to sell some things to be able to get that droid, so I'm going to need to get rid of some stuff. Do you have anything available for purchase? seem to be down on that point. This place really looks lively. The village. Alright, I think that place looks like a droid shop. Let's check it out. I think that's the Pogo droid.
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional Science-Tech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership.
You mentioned battle and protocol. Outline your functions.
Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Yukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat.
Why are you keeping the information to yourself then?
Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me.
The access to your memory is restricted?
Statement. Indeed, it is possible that the Ithorian placed the restraining bolt on me to prevent my return to a previous owner. It is also possible that the removal of the bolt will not restore memory functions. Without my memory, I do not know if I know the answer. Do not interpret this as a reduction of my worth, however. My capabilities are quite expensive.
How do I know you're going to be loyal once the restraining bolt is removed? Not that I have any doubts, however.
Assurance. I am fully autonomous and lack resources. I will grant loyal service in exchange for proper maintenance. As well, it is rare that I am able to utilize my full array of abilities. You seem likely to give me the opportunity to do so.
And why would you even assume that?
Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well.
First of all, ew. Secondly, doesn't Yuke question you about your reluctance to reveal your functions?
Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid.
I see. Alright, I'll see if I can be able to purchase you.
Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining.
Okay. Does Yukalaka know you talked about him like this?
Statement. I wish only to be purchased, and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Relax. I'll see if I can be able to get this Ithorian to talk. What do you have available in your shop? Really? He can understand the Sand People dialect? Then he's definitely the Pogo droid I need to find and have. I must have this droid. Let me ask, can you answer me a few questions about HK-47? You don't seem to know much about it.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it?
Why haven't you wiped his memory if it's going to be a problem? What functions have you tested exactly? I'm interested. Let's talk the price. 5,000? Look, can I convince you to lower that price a bit? That was quick. Are you that desperate to sell? Perhaps I can convince you to go down lower? Come on now. Think of the advertising you may be able to get from me. Look, I still can't pay that. What do you have for stock besides the droid? Show me what you have. He really is that greedy. one more. Got it. I had to pay off the grenades, mines, and even a couple of lightsaber crystals just to get this droid. I needed to ask you a few questions besides HK-47. I haven't asked this question yet, but what does the HK-47's destination mean? No way. I'm interested. Let's talk about the price. 4,000 seems fair. I'll pay it. Alright, you owe me big time, Ithorian, including the droid. Before I leave, I'm looking for aesthetics, something called a star map here on Tatooine. What is stopping the Jawas from scavenging? Munch. The Jawa back at the cantina talked about that too. I really don't need a translator. I understand most language just fine. Did the Jawas bring you this HK-47? Okay, thank you for the questions. You're welcome. Ithorian, you owe me big time, greedy alien.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement.
Just make sure that it doesn't cost me.
Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Kill something for me?
Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master.
Very well then. Travel with me now.
Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
It will be interesting to see. HK-47 is the new member of the company. I'm pleased to have him here. Alrighty. I think I should take HK-47 and T3 out for a joyride. Let's see what abilities you can do. Let's get you level up first. Droid support. So now you'll be able to use your droid accessories. And I have a feeling this light repeating blaster will be useful for something. Good thing I kept it. Alright, let's see if we can find that Jawa named Izzy. That seems to be the leader. Oh, there's the gate. That seems to be the only way out of this village, this city. And that Jawa seems to be the leader. Let's go ask him some questions. Can you be clearer? I'm having a little bit of trouble of understanding you.
Statement. It is doubtful he can be clearer. Their language is difficult even for droids. He is using a trade language to try and help.
Why wouldn't I want to understand your true language? What is it that you want, Jawa? SK47, can you help me out here? You may be able to improve your translation skills here.
Translation. 98% probability that members of the miniature organics tribe are being held by Sand People Master. Doubtless he wishes assistance.
And what about the other 2%?
Translation. 2% probability that the miniature organic is simply looking for trouble and needs to be blasted. That may be wishful thinking on my part, Master.
On that I have no doubt. So, Izzy, what do you want me to do for your tribe? Okay. Tell me about where your people are. Maybe, like, why exactly did the same people take in your people? They haven't done that before with the Jawas before. A few more questions? Alright. Now. Tell me about where your people are. Maybe I'll be able to help you out. Okay. I'll check it out and save your people when I leave the city. Goodbye. So the Jawas have been taken as slaves by the same people? But that makes no sense. The same people never need of Jawas before. Well, I guess I'll be able to find that out.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization.
Yeah, well, I got proper authorization, dumbass.
Well, I'd see it.
Here's the
Come on.
weapon license.
All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
I know that I will be. So this is the open field of the desert.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you old boys always stick together, tell him his
Tanis,
wife
the
hopes he
hunter?
enjoys the anniversary gift.
And wait a minute, what do you mean by you old boys?
You're just another of his buddies from that hunting club. I know your kind. You all cover for each other, I bet. Well, he can do what he wants. He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did.
Anniversary gift? What exactly are you talking about? What did you do to Tanis?
Just a little something to remember me by. Something that symbolizes our years together. Something that will blow up in his face. Of course, he'll never understand how appropriate
You're
it is.
his wife?
He can't talk his way out of this one. He's not smart enough.
You sound like you're planning to kill him.
Oh, I'm through planning. I just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart, he'll be just fine. But he's not smart.
Okay. What if he has a message for you?
Oh, I'll be long gone soon enough. The next shuttle to anywhere, really. I've had it with cleaning up his messes, repairing his droids. If he lives, he can try and get by on his own. I doubt he'll last long with no one to listen to his lies.
Look, I have to go to save him from your mess.
I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
I think that's him up there.
Anyone out there? Could you help? I seem to be, doomed.
Stay there, Tanis. We'll come down to help you.
Hey there, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water for hours. Wasn't looking good. Oh, hey, it's you. I remember you at Foz's place. Could I get you to help out a fellow hunter, please?
What happened here?
Well, it would appear that I worn out my welcome with my wife Marlena. She fixes my droids. Fixed them good this time.
Commentary. One would hope the female is better at repairs than Yukalaka. I still would like to crush his neck, Master.
I triggered some sort of trap she programmed. She probably figured I wouldn't be smart enough to get out. Yeah, she was right.
Yeah, she mentioned that. You want to know why she do this?
Something about me not following her archaic rules for proper conduct in a marriage. I swear I never saw this coming.
You don't seem to be too concerned about what triggered this.
Hey, I'm the victim here. I'm not sure how divorce works where you're from, but this is a little extreme, don't you think?
Look, dude, I'm not married or anything, so I know what divorce looks like, trust me. You sit back and let your droids do the hunting?
You know, now really isn't the time for a lecture. Of course, I might be more receptive after I'm rescued.
It just doesn't seem very sporting.
Look, friend, some may talk about honor in the hunt, but they still sell their trophies.
What do you want me to do?
The wife put a kink in my battle droids. They're in some sort of discharge loop. And if I move from the spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't care if you move. It's just me who's stuck.
Commentary. I say we blast the meat bag and save you the trouble, Master.
What's with all the droids lately? My wife get to you too?
No.
Negative. I just don't like organic meat bags. Except for the Master, of course.
Seems like T3 is willing to want to help you.
You got yourself a mech droid there. Tell it to do it, please. Hey now, did your droid just spit at me? I just need a little help here.
Alright, just sit there and stay there. Don't move a muscle. I'll let T3 do the work. Just hold on.
Just access each droid's repair interface. You'll have to do some tinkering, but be careful. One explosion I can survive. Any more than one and I'm dead. Oh, and ignore the message Marlena left in there. No way do I deserve this, I swear.
Just stay calm.
Master?
Okay, let's activate the repair functions. Even though I don't even like this Tannis character, that he may be a coward as what his wife and some others said, no one deserves this, not even a coward. So let's see if we can help him. Alright, almost done. Alright,
Sure.
Tannis, your droids are all fixed up now.
That was unpleasant. Thanks for your help. I'd have been a goner. Hey, and the old bat thought I was dead. You never asked me for anything, but I consider my life worth something. Please, take this. I insist.
That'll be fine. Good luck. And be careful.
Thanks again. I doubt any of those uptight hunters would have helped, and I doubt the wife is coming back. I'm heading back to the shop. Hope she left the manuals for these things behind. Ungrateful little...
Well, that take care of that little predicament. That wasn't pleasant. No lying that. What the? Ambush! Sand people clothing? The locals mentioned something about the alien that told us about the same people being intelligent mentioned that if we ever come to cross the south, we may be able to use the same people's clothing as a disguise. We need to find more of these clothes, so I'll be able, and 2 people will be able to come with me, or 1 in each case. This desert reminds me of a whole lot from the Indian desert. Oh great, now what? Another ambush by the sand people. Alright, what do we have here? HK listened to his word how to prove himself in the fight. We'll give him that. Alright, HK, you take a breather for a bit. You too, T3. Bassa, Andrews, let's check these things out.
Who are you? It doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster? And they attack again at any second. I doubt we could hold up on our own against another wave of them.
I would assume this was done by the same people you were referring to.
You would be right. Came out of nowhere. Wait, damn it. Here they come again. How did it do that?
Yeah, this happened to me a couple of times too. Another wave from them incoming.
Sure.
What can I do?
Huh? Sure.
Alright, I think that's about all of them.
Huh? What?
Captain, what's been going on here?
Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try holding this position for much longer. We're not soldiers. Did the company send you? It's about time they drove these animals out.
I agreed to try to help and stop the Sand People's attacks.
Well, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Do you know about that enclave in the south? Don't even try to go near it.
Why?
They've taken all the Zerka weapons that were supposed to protect our sandcrawlers. That place is a fortress, a death trap. You'll have to find some way to sneak into the place. Glad it's not my job.
Do you know anything about the Sand People other than the attacks?
Just that they attack everything on sight. Well, I suppose they don't attack each other, but any outsider is as good as dead. The company tried to arm us and even set up remote self-powered turrets on the mining route, but that just made things worse. We're not soldiers. They still kill us and then take our weapons off our corpses. They even had the Jawas disable the turrets and set them around their enclave. It's like a
Jawas.
fortress now. I don't know how you're going to break through all of that.
That explains
Me,
why the
I'd
Sand
sneak in.
People would
Well,
hate the Jawas,
I'd
not just use
get
as
back to
slaves.
Anchorhead.
The Sand People are using the turrets, you say?
They use whatever they scavenge. They seem to hate our technology, but they love to turn it against us. That goes for blasters and turrets too, I guess. It's not like you need to be a genius to operate them. They probably don't even bother with special settings. They just watch for people approaching and switch them on.
I got some other questions about the desert.
I don't have time for this sort of thing. I'm through with the desert. You can take your sand people, crate dragons, and crazy hunters.
Okay. I can see that you got a lot of work ahead of you, Captain. I'll have to go.
Yeah, so do we. There's no way we're repairing this thing while getting attacked over and over. The desert can have it. Ah, the Jawas will salvage it eventually anyway. Then we can buy it back and start over. Makes sense to me.
Alright. Okay, folks, I'm going to be needing to cut this short. This has gone Spy. These spies sign off.